I'm Alessandra Barrett, Senior Content Editor for JOC, and I'm at our 2019 Gulf Shipping Conference in Houston with Patrick Mayer, Executive Vice President of Gulf Winds International. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Gulf Winds is synonymous with the Gulf and with Houston, but while you have a history in Houston, you are expanding. Can you tell me a little bit about that strategy?
Yeah, historically we've stayed in Texas, right? That's been our history. We're synonymous in Houston. We've really benefited over the last 22 years of growing as the Port of Houston has grown, particularly. About 12 years ago, we had an opportunity to grow into the Dallas market with one customer, and that grew into the Fort Worth market with the BNSF as well. And today we operate terminals in both the UP and the BNSF up in the Dallas market, and we're one of the largest providers in that market. In Houston, we got in at a good time. Containerization had really started to pick up. Obviously, we've grown as the Port of Houston's volumes have grown, and today we're the largest trucking company here serving the Port of Houston. So that really set the table for us to look eastward. And we looked at Mobile, we looked at several other ports, and based on customer demand and really where our customers would like us to go, we settled on Mobile in 2018. And in the course of 6 months, we've got that terminal up and going, and it's doing very, very well. So we expect, as the Port of Mobile grows there, we expect Gulf Winds to grow and our footprint to continue to grow, primarily in the southeast part of the U.S.
What opportunities really excite you about this region?
Well, this region is very diversified, and we know that resin gets a lot of publicity. We do a lot of resin ourselves as well as other commodities, but really the opportunity that we see here in the Gulf is to be a gateway and really a third gateway into the U.S. And so as more capacity has come online to this region, as population centers continue to grow in this region, we continue to see more opportunity. From a Gulf Winds perspective, we've seen opportunity to present our customers with solutions in this market based on investment in the equipment that we handle and the facilities that we operate, and the market continues to be good. It's not as volatile maybe as some other markets in the country, probably due to the fact that it's more diversified. Houston has done a tremendous job of gaining share of imports, which has now helped its export volume grow. And we see the same thing happening in New Orleans, and we see the same thing happening in Mobile.
What about Dallas as a pivot point?
Yeah, Dallas is a very important pivot point. Historically, Dallas has been very volatile as a market. It's contingent really on West Coast trade. It's contingent on Asia trade. There's a lot that has to happen right between volumes coming into the West Coast and then moving into Dallas by rail. We have made investments in that market in the forms of 2 terminals, one at the UP, one at the BNSF in Fort Worth, and have studied the market with its ups and downs over the years, and have seen it grow. There's a tremendous amount of growth in the DFW market, as there is in the rest of Texas right now. It has definitely become a gateway.
The Gulf does have challenges. Weather has presented some difficulties, and equipment. What are you focused on as the sort of top challenges for the next year or two?
Yeah, we focus on what we hear from our customers and what we can control within our spot in the supply chain. So we continue to invest in strategically located facilities, be it container yards, terminals, and port warehouse space. We believe that the transload model, particularly on the Gulf, will continue to be needed for the foreseeable future. It provides a great gateway, especially northbound, into the Dallas market. So from a warehouse perspective, we've continued to invest. And then from an equipment standpoint, we've continued to invest, particularly in chassis. We have the largest chassis pool, privately owned chassis pool in the region, and we continue to invest in that, not just in standard equipment, but then also in lightweight equipment to meet the demands of our customers who need options to ship heavier weights.
Great. Well, thanks for taking time to sit down with me and definitely for being at our Gulf Shipping Conference this year.
Thanks so much for having me.
I've been speaking with Patrick Mayer, Executive Vice President of Gulf Winds International.